The DOJ is launching a lawsuit against SpaceX over alleged hiring discrimination against refugees. Elon Musk defending his company, quote, SpaceX was told repeatedly that hiring anyone who was not a permanent resident of the United States would violate international arms trafficking law, which would be a criminal offense. This is yet another case of the weaponization of the DOJ for political purposes. Let's bring in criminal defense attorney Brian Claypool. Brian, great to see you this morning. Before we get into Elon's defense there in talking about international arms laws, what is the DOJ's claim here? That is it settled American law? Refugees have the same employment rights as American citizens or green card holders, and so therefore Musk was wrong to exclude refugees from his hiring practice?
Hey, Will, great to be with you. Yeah, that's what the federal government's arguing, but they have a major problem here because Title VII to the Civil Rights Act of 1964 protects workers from discrimination for age, for example, race, gender. But here's the kicker, Will. It does not give protection for immigration status. There's nothing in Title VII that protects a worker with an immigration status, like a refugee or someone under asylum. So Elon Musk needs to change his legal strategy. His legal strategy should be that the DOJ, through Biden, is trying to legislate a new law. They're trying to expand Title VII to now cover somebody who has an immigration status issue. And that's just deplorable because Elon Musk has every right to hire who he wants.
Yeah, it's a great point, Brian. I think that is the operative point. So here's what the DOJ says. They're saying SpaceX failed to fairly consider or hire asylees or refugees because of their citizenship status and imposed what amounted to a ban on their hire regardless of their qualification in violation of federal law. I just was unaware, to your point, Brian, that federal law required U.S. citizens to be treated the exact same as non-U.S. citizens, as refugees. That's new to me, and what you're saying is it's new because the DOJ is making it up as they go along.
Totally, Will. I mean, they are trying to recreate Title VII of the Civil Rights Act. To make it clear to your viewers, Title VII does not protect an employee who's not hired because of immigration status. Immigration status is not a protected class under Title VII. So this is flat out fiction by the DOJ. And if you go one step further, Will, to Elon Musk's defense, he's an employer. Let's say he starts going to employ people that have never been vetted, right? In the U.S., before you hire somebody, you vet them. You get their social security number. You check their criminal background. He can't even do that if you have somebody coming in who's illegally in this country. What if that person then goes and commits a crime? Right. Elon Musk is going to be on the hook for that crime. Yeah,
that person would theoretically be qualified under the asylees portion of the DOJ's guidance here, to your point. Here is his defense. You brought it up. It's the International Traffic and Arms Regulation Law, which he's saying he's been told he has to abide by that law, which says you can't, if you are in the rocket business or space business, you can't hire non-vetted U.S. citizens, non-U.S. citizens, like you just said. So he's like, you're going to, you know, it's a catch-22 you've got me in here now. Like, I'm not allowed to hire people who aren't American citizens under this law.
Yeah, that's a great point. And think about the nature of his business, right? That's what he's talking about. He's protected by that federal law as well. And it only makes sense, right? Do you want somebody who's unfit, who you can't properly vet? That's the key here, Will, vetting. And that's what Elon Musk is focusing on. I represent the mother of Kayla Hamilton. Remember that 20-year-old girl that was horribly raped and murdered by an immigrant that came across the border, who wasn't vetted, came in here illegally, and murders her. So we can't be having the government now force a free market enterprise like SpaceX to now have to start hiring people that A, haven't stood in line like everybody else. What about that issue? What about waiting like everybody else and getting proper admission into this country? And then number two, you're going to force businesses to hire people. You have no clue what they've done in their life, and they can not only wreck your business, but physically harm others. And then Elon Musk is on the hook. And Will, is the federal government going to step up and take care of Elon Musk's bill if he gets sued because somebody he hires pursuant to this ridiculous lawsuit harms somebody else who damages his company?
Right, or they could be a spy. under the guidance, under the guise that they're seeking asylum. All right, Brian Claypool, great conversation this morning. Thank you.
You bet.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.